Hello everyone, today we will do 6.2. In this, the natural base e. We will talk about e. E is an irrational number and how it forms. What is meaning of e, what is the value of e and how it forms. 1 plus 1 by x to the power x. When this x goes to very high number, infinity, when x approaches to positive infinity, then this number approaches to a number 2.71 something that we consider e. Okay. So e is like a constant number whose approximate value is 2.718 and so on, because it's an irrational number. So non-repeating, non-terminating decimal expression. Here we have to simplify each expression. E power 3 and e power 6. They are multiplying. So I will add the powers. 3 plus 6, it's 9. So e power 9. Look into this c part. 3 e power negative 4x to the power 2. So 3 power 2 e power negative 4x to the power 2. 3 power 2 is 9 e power negative 8x. So I'm getting this. Okay, you can try B part. Now, natural base function. In the natural base function we will talk about a exponential function y equals to e power x. Here e power x is exponential function. As we know, in a power x, if a is greater than 1, it's go up. E is a now and e is 2.7. That's a greater than 1 number, so it will go up. This is the growth function. E power x is a exponential growth function. Then how exponential decay function will form? When you have y equals to 1 over e to the power x. This can be also written e power negative x. In this case, function comes from up to down. Okay, it's exponential decay and that is exponential growth. Okay, next. Now we have to check this function is exponential growth or decay. 3 is an outside positive number. E power x. E power x is a positive. So also it is exponential growth function. Exponential growth. Here e power negative. Something power negative means 1 over e to the power 0.5. Then power x. Okay. So here the number is less than 1. Therefore it's a decay function. Exponential decay function. See, if I try to draw at 0, it will give you 3. At 1, it give you 6 point something. It's a very large number. 3 into 2.7, it will be 8 point something. So at 1, it's 8 point something. So let's see. If I draw, you will get the graph like this. So in this case, at 0, it gives you 1. If you put 1, you will get a number 0 point something. So your graph comes up to down in this case. Okay? This 1 and that's 3. Okay, next. Next we have continuously compounding interest. We learn about the interest when it is compounded monthly, compounded quarterly, compounded half yearly and annually. Compounded continuously is when it is continuously compounding with the time. In that case, we have a formula. Amount is equals to P e power rate of interest into time. Into this. P is the principal amount, E is exponential number, constant, R is the rate of interest which is continuously compounded, and the T is the time period. Okay. Now, let's start a question. It says you deposit now 9,000. So that means principal amount is 9,000. That's pay an interest of 1.46 annual interest. So rate of interest is 1.46 percentage. I remove the percentage and put 100 in denominator. Find the balance after 3 years when the interest is compounded quarterly. When it says compounded quarterly, so you have to choose the same previous formula, which is A is equals to P 1 plus R over N to the power R of N of T. In this case, N is 4, T is 3. Substitute 9,000, 1 plus 0.0146 over 4 to the power 4 into 3. We can calculate this 0.0146 over 4 plus 1, and that's whole power 12. Multiply by 9,000. 402. Okay, it's approximately 9,402 dollars. This is the amount after 3 years with this. The same question if asked for the interest compounded continuously. Then what is the answer? See, amount, principal, e to the power r, 1.46 over 100 into time. Time is 3 years. Let's see. We have a e to the power 0.0146 into 3. This is in the power of e. Multiply by 9,000. I'm getting 9,402 point. There is a difference of decimals with the previous answer. Okay, 9,402.9 something, and this was 904.402.2 something. This is the amount. When you increase the time, the value you will get, the amount you will get in compounded continuously is always greater than the other amount. Okay. So we have covered 6.2. Okay. You can try more questions. I hope you understand. Thanks for watching.